Attention, nostalgic family. Today's episode discusses sensitive topics, including mental health and suicide. This content may be distressing for some viewers. If you or someone you know is struggling, please reach out to the 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline in the U.S. by calling or texting 988 or visit 988lifeline.org for support. Viewer discretion is advised.
And so when she comes out, the bottle is empty. The bottle is empty.
Florence, you didn't take
Throwback Thursday. It's Throwback Thursday. Hey. Throwback Thursday. Throwback Thursday. It's Throwback Thursday.
Hello, my name's Nostalgics, and welcome back to another episode of Back Then with Nay. Scratch that. Today is Throwback Thursday. Y'all already know on Throwback Thursday, we take it way back then. And today, y'all, we'll be talking about that episode of the Jeffersons when it got a little dark. Okay, that time where Florence wanted to kick the bucket. She wanted to go to heaven. She didn't want to live no more. You don't want to miss this one. Get your popcorn, get your drink, because we about to get into this. Let's go. All right, y'all, before we even start, I do want to give a disclaimer, okay? It's something that I need to address. I got to say this, and I'm going to be done with it, okay? Because I don't like to beat a dead horse. I don't like to keep, repeating myself. All I'm going to say is this channel is a reaction channel, okay? This is a channel that's going to have commentary. So that means I'm going to be talking, and I'm going to talk as much as I want. And if you don't like it, then you can either fast forward or you can just go find you another channel. I'm not trying to be ugly, y'all. It's just that it's annoying to see people saying, oh, like that's a lot of talking, just less talking and comment on this and that. Y'all, if I do what people tell me to do, then I'll be boxed into how they want me to be. And I'm not like that. I want to have the fun that I want to have. I want to be entertaining in my own way. If I'm super calculated in what I'm saying, then it wouldn't be me, right? I need to be able to give you raw reactions. And if you feel like I didn't comment on something, then I'm sorry. Like, it's just what it is. Also, I'm not trying to get copyrighted. So if you're looking for full performances or full videos, this is not the channel for you either. I'm going to clip these videos, y'all. I'm going to clip these videos. I'm going to do it enough where I won't be copyrighted. I don't want to be in no lawsuit because I'm trying to please other people, just a couple people, when the rest of the people are happy, right? So I just wanted to say that to y'all. So just remember what a reaction channel is, and remember what a channel with commentary is. And if you don't like it, then you probably shouldn't proceed now, because I'm going to be talking. This is going to be a recap. Now, I do like the way I tell stories. You might enjoy the way I tell stories, okay? Because I'm going to tell it good. So you might be missing out on something special, because I'm a special person, okay? Ain't nobody holding nothing to your head. But I do want to say I love y'all that support me, like the people who actually come in and they stay positive in the comments and keep it like family friendly. I love y'all. Thank y'all so much. It does not go unnoticed. And to my lady, I got to give her a shout out, because I got to remember her name, because I told her I was going to do this video for her. Her is at that one 7902. Shout out to you. I am gonna get that video done that you want me to get done when my husband's work schedule clears up. I have not forgot about you, but shout out to you. Thank you so much for your positivity on my one of my posts. I don't know if it was my last post, but on one of my posts, thank y'all so much. I love that. So I'm gonna try to do some shout out here and there. I don't want to miss nobody, but for the people who make special comments and the people who just make me feel good, like, I'm gonna make sure I shout y'all out. Okay. All right. So let's get into this video, because I done did enough. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that post notification bell so you'll be notified whenever we post a video. All right, let's get into it. All right, so this episode starts off with Florence in the kitchen. Okay, Florence is in the kitchen. Louise walks in.
Florence? Peekaboo. Florence, what are you playing at?
I ain't playing, I'm cleaning. A good maid always cleans behind the refrigerator.
You've never done it before.
No, I ain't talking about me. I said a good maid.
The house is spotless. Now, if anybody knows Florence from the Jeffersons, knows that she does the bare minimum when it comes to her job. She's hilarious. She bickers with George, but she don't like do her job, okay? And so to see that she has cleaned up is a red flag. Like, that's something going on. Either like she in like a really good mood, she done met somebody, like, what's going on? So that's what Louise looking like. Florence, that's you? She's singing, y'all, and she doing all this, and like, not complaining, like something up. Okay, so what's going on, you ask? Let's keep going. So Florence begins to rave about the night that she had before. It's like she's like, I had a great night. I went to the movies and I seen my favorite movie. And so Louise is like, what's your favorite movie? And she's like, The Lady Sang the Blues. She's like, you done seen that so many times? She's like, yeah, I have, but I needed to see it one last time.
Lady sings the blues.
I thought you'd seen that.
3 times, but I just want to see it once more. You seen it?
No.
Okay. So Louise like, one last time, huh? Okay. She just like, okay, something going on, but let's continue. So then George gets up. Okay, George gets up and he hears Florence in the kitchen singing. He's like, who that is? Like, who's singing?
Kitchen with Dinah. Someone's in the kitchen, I know. Someone's in the kitchen with Dinah. Drumming on the old.
Banjo, Who's that out there singing? Florence. Sounds like Gladys Knight swallowed the pips.
He's like, yeah, that's Florence. Like, you know, she acting a little strange and the house clean. He like, the house clean. Like, what? And so he's like, like, I don't know what she got going on. Maybe she met a man, because he was in disbelief. He's like, maybe she met a man. And Louise is like, no, she ain't met no man, because the man that she was dating, like, he just up and left her. And so he was like, okay. And so she comes out and she's like, I need to make a call. So she gets on the phone and she tries to call her uncle, and her uncle does not pick up. He's in Detroit. So George is already like, you making these long distance calls and this, that, and third.
Hello, operator. What's the area code for Detroit, Michigan?
Don't call Detroit.
Because that's where my uncle lives.
And yeah, and she's like, well, I have to call because he wouldn't hear me if I yelled out the window. I was so tickled at that part. But anyway, so then Bentley walks in, the next door neighbor. He walks in and he needed to borrow something. Y'all already know, typical Bentley.
She likes to be wooed to the clinking of chopsticks.
He always needs to borrow something. So he needed to borrow something. And so Florence approached him and she's like, Bentley, it's something that I've been wanting to do. Like, can I do it? May I do it? And he's like, yeah. So she kisses him on his cheek, y'all.
What can I say? Thank you.
No, thank you, Mr. Bentley.
Everybody look, even I was looking like, nah, what's going on with this? And Joy was like, oh no, something wrong, but you know, whatever. He's still in disbelief. And then Louise is like, yeah, this is weird. Like, this is strange. So then she proceeds to go towards Louise and she hands her like, it was like, it wasn't a ticket. I keep saying ticket. It was like a award that she won. It was like a third, and she won like third place in something when she was like young. And so she gave that to Louise. She's like, this is my most prized possession and I want you to have it. Louise is like, oh, something ain't right.
And tell Mr. Jefferson I say goodbye, too.
Then George is like, I don't want to hear nothing else about it. He's like, I'm tired of hearing about Florence today, okay? So then Lionel walks in. He's like, Mama, or what's wrong with Florence?
Hey, Mom, what's with Florence? Oh, she's everywhere.
Florence. And he's like, oh, here we go again. And she was like, what do you mean? And he's like, she's talking about going to the Empire State Building. And she's talking about like going like on a, like she's talking like she's going on a trip or something. Like, what's going on with her? Also, she gave me like this envelope and she wanted me to give this to you, but she said you can't open it until tomorrow. And so George is like, what you mean we can't open this until tomorrow? Give me that envelope. And so he's like, well, I'm gonna open it. And then Louise is like, she said we can't open it. He said, well, you can't open it until tomorrow, but I'm opening it today. I'm gonna see what it say. And
Dear Mrs. Jefferson, thank you for everything. Goodbye. Love, Florence.
Hey, that's strange. It almost sounds like a suicide note.
And thank God for George. Thank God that he was being himself, because the note says, you know, thank you for everything. Goodbye. So you already know, y'all, what that sounds like, right? It sounds like a letter, okay? It sounds like one of those letters. And so Louise then, she knows. She's like, okay, yeah, this is definitely a goodbye. Like, this sounds like she's trying to commit. Yeah. And so George is like, I still don't think so. I still don't think that this is that. And he's so delusional in this one. I don't know why. And I think that he knew, but he didn't want to admit it, because deep down, like, he cared about Florence too. So he didn't want to admit it. So they summoned the Willises. So Tom and Helen come and they're like, you call. Ralph told us that you wanted us to come by. Ralph is their doorman, if you don't know.
Florence. About Florence. Put your packages down, Tom. Florence.
And so they come in and Louise is like, yeah, we wanted to run something by y'all. So she begins to give them the spiel and they're like, she's like, Florence has cleaned up. And they looking like, Florence cleaned up? Because they know how she is. Like, they're always there, so they know how she is. And they was like, oh yeah, this is out of the ordinary. And so they're like, well, then that's when Louise is like, we think she wants to jump from the Empire State Building. And so then that's when George is like, she ain't trying to jump, like it's fenced in. And Tom agreed with him, but Tom did like a paper on that topic, so he knew a lot about it, some statistics about Black women and dealing with that issue. So he was just like, because George kept trying to make it seem like because she's a Black woman, like she would never do anything like that. And so Tom was giving him the statistics like, George, like, that it's a high, percentage of Black women who are facing this and they go through this. And I love the fact that they were letting him give the statistics. I just love that.
The suicide rate among Black women is rising higher than any other group.
That ain't so surprising. They keep marrying people like you.
I feel like they really did want to shed a light on this topic, right? Like they did want to people are going through this, right? And with Florence just being a maid and stuff, and they're all rich and stuff, like she had problems, y'all. Like she had a lot of stuff going on and they didn't even realize it. But I'm just so happy they were in her business, okay? Because you can be in people's business sometimes for no reason, but sometimes it's good to be in certain people's business because it helps them, right? And so they were in her business, like trying to be, a help to her in this particular situation. And so finally, Florence walks back in. So y'all know she was leaving. She walks back in and she's like going off saying, I ain't stole no money from y'all, blah, 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 this, that, and the third. And they're like, what are you talking about? Like, Louise is like, what are you talking about money? And so then Lionel was like, I had to lie. I had to lie to her. And that's the only way I could get her back in here, telling her that y'all thought she took some money. And so Florence is like, oh, you lied. Why? Why y'all got me back in here? So
I didn't steal no $500.
$500? She is crazy.
Look, I don't know what happened to your money, but I ain't took one red cent, and you ought to know better than to say I did.
I don't know what you're talking about. Mom, I had to tell her something to get her back here.
You mean you lied to me?
I'm afraid so, Florence.
So Helen and Louise starts to kind of like grill her. Like, why did you give me this award? Like your award? Like, why did you give me this? Why did you leave this letter? Like, what is going on with you? Like, we think we know what's going on, but we need you to say this so we know that we're not crazy. Like, say this. So Joy's like, we thought you were going to jump from the Empire State Building. She's like, oh, God, no. She's like, you know how bad that would hurt? Like, that is crazy. Why would I do something like that? I would never jump. Like, that's crazy. I wouldn't do that. So then they sat her down and they started to talk to her some more. And that's when she said that she had some pills in her purse and she was going to do it nice and quiet. Because she kept saying that she wanted to go see the Lord. She was going to be with the Lord. And that's when George was like, you can get saved. Go to church if you want to be with the Lord. Like, da, da, da. And she's like, no, I don't want to be with the Lord. Like, I don't want to be here.
Where you going?
I'm going to God's house, Mr. Jefferson.
Church? She does want to be saved.
No, not church. God's house in the sky.
Oh, Florence.
But I thought you said you weren't going to jump.
I ain't gonna jump. I'm scared of heights.
But you were going to.
I got enough pills saved up to do it all peaceful and quietly.
Here, like, I want to be with the Lord. And so she told him what she had in her purse. And that's when they was like, Florence, like, you can't do this. And she began to like just express herself. She's began to say stuff like, y'all got money. Y'all have people like that y'all can like depend on. Like, y'all have each other. Like, y'all have all these things. I don't have anything. I'm just a maid. Like, I have nothing. I don't even have love. Like, he loved me.
Look at y'all. You got families. You got nice homes. You got so much money that you can even afford to be sick if you want to. All I got is a sore back.
You've got plenty to live for. Money isn't everything.
Well, ain't that a blip? How many of y'all would want to trade places with me? Well, come on, raise your hands.
And she did say that after her boyfriend broke up with her, that's when she started thinking about it. But it wasn't just that, it was life. And I'm so happy that she began to open up to them. I'm so happy they was in her business because they saved her life, right? And I love the fact that they touched on this. It was so beautiful. But she began to talk to him, and they started to tell her, like, we're your friends. She's like, no, y'all, I'm just employed by y'all. And they was like, and George, like, was the real reason why she was saved, because he was like, you know what? We love you. Like, you know how many times that I wanted to fire you, but Louise, like, stopped me? But the only reason we kept you was because we love you. He came out and said, he blurted that out. George said that.
Look, if you want to kill yourself, go right ahead. But if you do, you damn well better realize that you be hurting somebody who really cares about you.
Oh, Miss Jefferson, I don't want to hurt you.
Then don't do it, Florence.
Oh, Miss Jefferson.
Florence.
I gotta get something to...
And so that made her see, like, you know what, they love me. And he was like, if you do something like this is crazy. Like, he was like, now I don't agree with the way he said, like, you need to go ahead and do it if you want to, but just know that we love, you know what I'm saying? I get what he was trying to say, but the way he said, I'm like, George, that wasn't it. But it was effective because after she seen how much it would hurt them and hurt Louise, that's when she was like, you know what, I don't want to. So she began to cry, y'all. She began to cry. And she goes in the bathroom. She's like, I need to go get some tissue. And so then they're all talking. They're like, oh, snap. Like, she got these pills in the bathroom with her. Like, oh, my God.
The pills.
She's got them within the bathroom. Never mind the pills. What about the razor blade? Florence, you mess up that bathroom, I'll kill you. Florence, you didn't take...
So when she comes out, the bottle is empty. The bottle is empty. And y'all, she flushed them down the toilet. Y'all, she flushed them down the toilet, and thank God. And that was the end of that. She began to speak on how she's happy she got people who love her. And that was the episode. And for me, like, I could not find that episode anywhere, and I would think about it from time to time. Not that topic, but I would think about that particular episode, because one of the things she would say, my mama would say, like, thank God ain't no cleaning in heaven. And I be thinking like that when I be cleaning up, like, thank God, you know, once I'm an old woman and I go be with, you know, the Lord, I won't have to clean up. Thank you, Jesus. So I always think about when she say that, so, cause that's what she was saying, stuff like, well, at least I ain't got to clean in heaven, and we ain't got to struggle in heaven. We ain't got to do this in heaven. And so that's what she was thinking, like, this would be better for me. Like, being with God or being like unalived is better than going through the things that we're going through. So a lot of people face this, y'all, but just know, y'all, you are not alone. You're not by yourself. I do want to give you a word. Like, you're not alone. Okay. Like, you have somebody. Okay. Even if you feel like you don't have no family, there is somebody. It is like hotlines you can call. I'm gonna insert this hotline. Okay. I'm gonna insert it right here. Y'all can call somebody before you even do anything like that. It is selfish. So just remember that people love you. Okay. So that's all I want to say. I want to end it like that. Thank y'all so much for watching this episode. I really enjoy doing recaps, so I will give y'all some more of these. Let me know in the comments if y'all want to see a particular episode. If y'all want to see me do a particular, like anything, like just music, any of those things, let me know. Things that you think people have forgotten about, and we want to give you them nostalgic feelings. Okay, that's what this channel is about. This is nostalgic. Thank y'all so much. Like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that post notification bell so you'll be amongst the first to know when we post a video. I love y'all so much. I'll see y'all next time on Throwback Thursday. Bye.